I think it's working. If it is, very welcome to the live stream. Boeing 777 Sheremetyevo Airport, finally. Recordings haven't been too great, so might as well switch to live streaming. We'll be starting it up. We'll be going for the taxi. We'll go and take off, go round, and then come back down for landing. I really hope the audio is good. I'm trying to adjust it now so you can hear it. FlightGear, that's the game, and it's a free PC game. Right, let's get straight into this. Okay, it's a big aircraft. Said it before, I'll say it again. Tons of fun to fly though. It flies like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. It's super smooth, super fast as well. The engine's extremely powerful, so we'll be starting up. Just check all our handy viewer there. Up at the top, 777 menu, very good. A lot of options to choose from. Help option there for the checklist. And it seems like we're going back round again on the lights. So, pre-flight checklist is pretty much done. Just got to do all the basics. Battery. Cabin lights on. APU selector on. Navigation lights. Set the beacon on as well, and the taxi lights. And the strobe lights, just stick them all on. Armed. ADIRU on. Now the pre-flight checklist on this is actually quite long, considering it's probably longer than the actual engine start list. As you can see, the cockpit though, it's extremely detailed. Got your little map and aircraft systems down there, flight planner. We turn over here, we got like the N1, N2 monitors, fuel down here, all the radio switches, and then up at the top is like lights and all the hydraulics and electrics. Back seats there for anyone who's travelling with us. Okay, red panel, don't want to waste too much time. ETA is about 15 minutes for departure, so want to be on time. Window heats. Set those on while I can. Window heat, which you can't find. Right there in front of me. Left hydraulic pumps, right hydraulic pumps. That's pretty much that. Self test, press and hold. GPWS, so that'll be one of the alarm systems. There it is. It's saying done. Press hold for 10 seconds. There it goes, giving us the alarm. Not much of an alarm, to be honest. Check and set. Last page, flight director on, auto throttle. Armed. Everything else is set. We just set the flaps, aileron. just bear with me a second. Aircraft is massive. Just sort of get my bearings a little bit with it. Everything there's set. Yeah, no flags on the audio panel. Or the audio speaker, sorry. Transponder. Set. Standby. Okay, engine start. This is where it starts getting a bit more interesting. Primary C1 and 2 electric pumps. I think starting this aircraft is probably the most challenging thing. It's even more difficult than the 737. Only ever fly the smaller aircraft as well. I'm not too familiar with it, so I take my time. All on the hydraulics and the fuel pumps. I don't need to change these ones at the bottom. Cabin ready, yeah. Smoking, seatbelt signs are on. Push back. Go over to the 777 menu again. Push back. Connect. Clearance. We're not going to use the radios. The offline FlightGear should actually improve that. I mentioned it earlier on my other video. The FlightGear team should probably make the radios a little bit more realistic, because you can only use it online properly, and offline it's not very interesting. I suppose I can use it now, but it doesn't feel very immersive. I'm clicking it, ready to start up, nothing's appearing, the radios are on. Right, there's no audio on the ATC, that's a problem. That is a problem. Let's go on File, Sound Configuration. No, nothing. There's nothing coming out. Can't hear the team, can't hear anything. Start the engines. Clear the area, yeah. Let's take a look outside. Seems clear. Handy viewer, this is very interesting. They could have just used the 1 to 3 keys, etc, etc. Chase. Massive aircraft. Completely towers over the others. Looks nice with the lights on. We're all clear on the outside. We can go back in. The overhead panel. And I will not change the view from the inside from now on. Just for a bit, make it a bit more immersive. Engine starter. Start. When that thing reaches 20%, we can put the fuel on and prepare to taxi. We have to turn the APU off first though. Fuel flow on. As I say, I've only got experience with the small planes, still jet planes, but they always seem slightly varied. I've said it before, same order, but different steps on it, different aircraft. So this one's obviously a lot bigger, it's going to have a lot more things to turn on and off. Okay, APU select switch off. We've got the engine started now, we don't need the APU unit. Generator switch off. Flaps. control the settings. Okay, flaps set, controls, free. That's us good to go. Make sure we got our tiller steering on for the pushback. Well, that's about it. I think we'll taxi down to runway 25, right down to the end there, and we'll go down right, and then we'll be able to take off. We'll go around, and we'll come back down and do a landing. I'm not going to go up particularly high. I'll probably go up to about 2.5. I don't know, maybe 4,000 feet. Engines are idle. Just last minute checks, make sure everything's on working. Physics on this game are amazing. It's free. Might as well try this and then spend it on Microsoft Flight Simulator and find out you don't like it. Always worth getting the free version instead. This is called FlightGear, by the way. Go to FlightGear, the website, you'll be able to get it. And additional scenery and aircraft are usually free as well. Okay, that's us. No need to put our brakes on, we're just going to be taxiing straight out. Power, only a little bit low. The 777 777 is extremely powerful. It's probably the second most powerful aircraft I've ever seen, to be honest, after the Airbus A380 and the Boeing 747. Whoa, massive steering issue there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The parking, the AI planes on this just park in the most random places. It throws me well off. Just have to keep going though. Hope that the devs or whoever it is that updates the game changes it. They just need to change the AI so it spawns in to more realistic places, because it's sort of overlapping a little bit there. I'm gonna check the flaps. We set the next. I'm gonna put more flaps in, probably 5 degrees there, or something like that on the actual runway. There's no point in doing it now. Turn the plane up a little bit. I hope you can hear that. I didn't realise the volume was so low on it. Hopefully you can hear the engines and the electrical systems a bit better. We've got a caution light that's come on. that may or may not be significant. Just hope, judging by the look of the weather and things, that it's not going to start raining. Although the last landing I did was actually all right. It was a little bit on the low side, but it was perfect in the end. Just coming around the corner now for 25 right. That's it on the just right there. See those flashing lights. Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport. Since we're not using the ATC, we're not really concerned about any AI aircraft crashing into us. We are going to just taxi straight onto the runway and go straight out. So, landing lights on, taxi lights off, another notch of flaps. And the moment we're on the runway, we're just going to throttle it. We're going to go straight down, straight into the air. Which is what we need. We need just a straight out departure to keep ourselves moving. Bit of a fast turn there onto 25. This is good. Probably at the absolute maximum speed I can do.
On runway 25 right.
Thank you, co-pilot. Maybe you can call out the V1 for me as well.
V1. Rotate.
Wow. It was impressive me how that barely took 100 meters to take off. This is 777. Gear up. Such a huge aircraft, you would expect a heck of a lot more runway. Right, so the M1 is dropping and the throttle's dropping. The alt throttle must be on takeoff setting. Retract the flaps. The gear's up. Turn the landing lights off. We're not going to change the seatbelt sign. We just have to keep everyone in the seats because we're only going up to about 4,000 feet. Circling back round, and we need to program the ILS landing equipment map. So yeah, it's data. We're on 25 right. We'll be landing on 25 left. Let's use 110.5 on the ILS category 1. We are well over 4,000. Okay, so you see there on the map it activated the ILS. So if we needed to, we could use the autopilot, but since this is only a flight, so you can do it manually. It's not exactly bad weather either, it's clear. This is Moscow. It might be cold, it might be dark, but it's still clear. Just gotta keep our heading in mind, which is 250. Retract the flaps fully until we get down to the base leg or something. Or maybe even downwind, late downwind. For final. Now, earlier at this airport, I actually had a traffic collision avoidance system alert, and it was telling me to climb, basically, to go higher. And that's the first time I've ever heard that on this game, and it was on the 777. So if you do get FlightGear, do be assured that it does have TCAS built into it on this particular aircraft, but what it doesn't have is multiplayer, so you can't have a co-pilot with you, which would be great. It would be so great if you just pair up with someone like now, invite them to your game and they can join your aircraft, but unfortunately this isn't the Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is more, it's a bit more realistic, I suppose. The Flight Simulator from Microsoft seems very game-like, and it's overall it's not very realistic in terms of its graphics. Yes, it looks realistic in terms of its quality, but like it has a glow to it, it has a fantasy feel to it. Still a good game, but you know, things have changed since 2020, 2010, sorry, since Flight Simulator X came out. Things have gotten a lot better since then, especially on X-Plane. This is not actually my scheduled stream, this is just a test stream, just to see if both the audio and the video go perfectly well. If there's no problems, the stream should actually start on a regular basis from next Monday, but in the meantime I'll be uploading videos and things, so let me know in the comments, do you want to see me in the 777 again, or perhaps the 737? Prefer a bit more obscure aircraft, a bit older, like the Tupolev 154B, that's a really great plane, or things like the Cessna Citation I enjoy. The 777 is nice and it's got smooth flying controls and it feels like I'm in a Bentley, I've said it a million times, so I'm happy to fly it again. It's just that in this stream, you know, I'm not flying it because I really love it, I'm flying it because it's something I'm learning, but I'm more than happy to do it if it's requested, just not really sure about doing it again, unless I really am pushed into it. Okay, so we're getting really high now and start descending. I'm just going to reduce the throttles to idle and stick 2 notches of flaps on. I just noticed we got you can ignore the overspeed sign. The overspeed is because we're above 250, below 10,000 feet. But the fuel quantity, we've got 2.8 on the right and 2.3 on the left. This is bad. -5 as well outside. Oh no. Overhead panel, we'll stick anti-ice on it. And preferably turn the cabin temperature up. Go ahead and set this to 2.5 so we remember where the airport is. Probably about 254. Heading 254. Now on final, you can be as low as 2,000 on long final. As you're coming down the glide slope, you want to be at 2,000 or below, and then just gradually keep descending. You don't need to worry too much about thrust or adding more speed, if you want to call it that, but you do need to focus on your pitch. So your pitch for speed, thrust for altitude. The more thrust, the less altitude you lose, and the less thrust, the more altitude you will lose, especially on an aircraft like this that's just so heavy. I'm already going 2,000 feet at a minute on a idling it, so if you add a little bit of power in, it should decrease it. I'm pulling back a bit on the yoke. You see it's slightly decreasing the descent rate. Another notch of flaps, we're going to stick the gear down. Hopefully the passengers, if there's any on board still, we haven't jumped out, they will enjoy this landing. Very steep turn now, 30 degrees, bit more speed. As soon as you see the runway, you can get rid of the map. The map is a reference. I'm not a real world pilot, so I'm not even going to attempt to do it without the map. I have done before, but it's dark. Even real world pilots use GPS and ILS approaches, so I don't have to feel too bad about it. Okay, the clouds are cleared up. Still cold. Reduce the throttle slightly and level off.
2,500.
be about 2,000, so you really want to be getting flaps down and descending a little bit quicker. Bring that speed down to about 150, 160 without stalling. The landing speed is going to be right on the stall speed, so keep us
sink rate.
Excuse me.
Sink rate.
See what I mean about the thrust? You lose so much altitude by reducing.
1,000.
Those flashing lights in the sky, everyone. Got 1, 2, 3, and then there's a 4th one. They're all planes, and they all look way too close together. Okay, there's a lot of fog on the ground. We were below 2,000, but we dropped a bit too quick. Damn, this 777 is a heavy beast. Careful, don't actually stall the aircraft. As soon as the airport appears in sight, we can just relax a little bit, because at the moment I can't see it. Ah, there it is, right in front. We're on the left one. We departed from 25 right, we're going to land on 25 left. Just maintain our height for now. Height and speed can be the same. 4 flaps are down. When we get down, we're taxis to the gate and call it, because this was only meant to be a takeoff and landing with a bit of start up in it.
Glide slope.
I'm giving a warning there, glide slope, we must be on it, must be on the right one. This our descent rate is barely 100 feet a minute, but we are at 900, descending down to 800 now, 880. 160 is our speed. We're actually not going to change the throttle too much now, we're just going to rely entirely on pitch. Pitch for both speed and hope for the best. So we're going to pitch forward just slightly, just bring our speed up. And in fact we will reduce the thrust just a tiny bit. Back up again. Oh, hope you enjoyed that brief flight. The warning's only coming up because the train is, yes, we're low, but we're not in the danger zone. There's just a lot of scenery and trees before the actual runway, that's why it's popped up. I think we'll be alright if we maintain this. We should land. You can see a bit of crosswind there, but it's looking good. I'm not even touching my controls right now, and it's just flying itself. It's not on autopilot, it's just well tuned, well trimmed.
Too low terrain.
Okay, we probably are admittedly slightly too low, but that's alright.
Minimums. Minimums.
Minimums, that's fine. I wouldn't be too concerned yet. As you see, we're just descending about, I don't know, 50 feet, 100 feet a minute, or less than that. Speed's dropping now, which is good. We're probably going to hit this. Spot on. It's looking spot on at the moment. No need to worry about pulling up. Don't panic. That's my advice. Don't panic at the end and start pulling up.
50.
Which is what I tend to do.
40. 30.
There we go. Reduce the power to idle. Wait for it to touch down.
20. 10.
Engage in reverse thrusts. And there was some drift at the end there as I overcorrected for a crosswind, but it was actually pretty good. We put the flaps up and disengage the reverse thrusters. Taxi lights on. Landing lights. We didn't turn them on that time just because we're using an active runway. I hope you enjoyed it. That's been one of the better flights, to be honest. The second best flight in that aircraft, and very enjoyable. Really enjoyable to handle. Just gonna go straight down here. No airport scenery at all. It's just a building. There's no jetways, so I don't really know why the plane's parked there. I'll give you guys a bit more realism. I'm just going to taxi to a bigger space. There's not enough room there. I think, if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be full of jetways. I'm pretty sure this is where it's meant to be. Ah, there's another 777. We'll park next to that. Yeah, thank you very much. That's been great. We just parked up next to our friends. And yeah, enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the flight.